A key component of Red Dead Redemption 2's experience is learning about the real-world aspects of Wild West life, and each of the game's weapons is based on actual historical firearms. In the well-liked prequel from Rockstar Games, players can select from more than 50 different weapons, ranging from throwing knives to the devastating mounted Browning gun. The strengths and weaknesses of each gun in Red Dead Redemption 2 are distinctive, and many of the real-world counterparts have a fascinating past. Every gun in RDR2 is based on a real-life weapon used during the American Wild West era, just like in Rockstar's first open-world recreation of the American frontier. Players can explore an incredibly realistic recreation of the American frontier thanks to the fact that most of these guns look and work very much like their real-life counterparts. In RDR2, many weapons have been altered by their owners to add personality to each character. For example, John Marston's Cattleman revolver looks very different from Emmett Granger's or the player's. Red Dead Redemption 2 allows players to customize their arsenal, enhancing immersion and providing a close-up view of some of the game's most renowned weapons. The Schofield revolver from RDR2 was the best handgun in the West. The Smith & Wesson Model 3 Schofield revolver is conceivably the best revolver in RDR2 based solely on design, being arguably the most well-known revolver of the Wild West. The single-action, cartridge-firing top-break revolver, simply known as the Schofield revolver in-game, was created by Smith & Wesson. Major George W. modified the revolver, which was initially created for the military of the Russian Empire, Schofield to the Union for use during the American Civil War. Throughout the American Civil War and the Wild West, this new Schofield design would be in use. Due to the Smith's extensive use on the American frontier, the Schofield is infamously referred to as the best handgun in the world in Sam Raimi's The Quick and the Dead, and it also features prominently in Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. The Schofield is also used by other well-known Western film characters that served as an inspiration for Red Dead, such as the Bone Tomahawk character played by Kurt Russell. Aside from Theodore Roosevelt, other real-life gunslingers like Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Virgil Earp are said to have used the Schofield revolver frequently. The Borchardt C93 is the semi-auto weapon in RDR2. Red Dead Redemption 2 offers revolvers as the most common handgun type, but it also prominently features the Borchardt C93 pistol. The Borchardt, the first mass-produced automatic pistol, uses a toggle lock system to fire at high speeds and a box magazine with 8 rounds for quick reloading. This RDR2 gun, which is simply known as the semi-automatic pistol in the game, has a commensurately high accuracy and reload speed. The Order 1886, Battlefield 1, and Call of Duty WWII are just a few video games that feature the iconic Borchardt C93 on multiple occasions. Red Dead Redemption 2's most well-known firearm is the Winchester. The Winchester line of rifles was a mainstay of the American frontier, just as the Schofield revolver is regarded as the handgun with the greatest degree of familiarity from the Wild West. The first lever-action repeating rifle made by the manufacturer was introduced in 1866. The Model 1873 and Model 1876 were two of the company's later, well-known models. The Winchester's lever-action mechanism allowed users to fire a number of rounds before having to reload, giving them a tactical advantage over adversaries using more traditional muzzle-loading rifles. Since the Winchester Model 1973 was the first firearm to be chambered for the potent .44 centerfire cartridge, it gained notoriety as the gun that won the West. Red Dead Redemption 2 features 50 weapons in total, 2 of which are inspired by the renowned Winchester rifle line. The Winchester Model 1866, the original rifle made by Winchester, served as the model for the Lancaster repeater. Meanwhile, the Winchester Model 1890 serves as the foundation for the low-powered varmint rifle. Because it had less pressure and power than the Model 1866, the .22 caliber rifle was a favorite among shooting ranges. This is an ideal match for the varmint rifle from Red Dead Redemption 2, a low-powered rifle designed for hunting animals without harming their hides. The Carcano rifle from RDR2 is famous in history. The Carcano rifle is one of Red Dead Redemption 2's most potent and precise long-range sniper rifles. The low firing rate and high cost of the weapon serve to counteract these advantages, but overall the Carcano rifle is a crucial component of any gunslinger's toolkit. But because it's based on the actual Carcano Model 38, which wasn't created until 1938, this incredibly lifelike vintage RDR2 gun is actually out of date. The use of a Carcano M91/38 short rifle by Lee Harvey Oswald in the infamous Kennedy assassination is perhaps even more noteworthy. John F. Kennedy, President. In 1963, Kennedy. The Terminator's shotgun is in RDR2. The Winchester manufacturer also created a number of iconic shotguns in addition to its renowned line of rifles. These close-range weapons served as the inspiration for 2 different weapons in Red Dead Redemption 2. The pump-action shotgun is based on the Winchester 1897, and the repeating shotgun is based on the Winchester 1887. While both world wars and other international conflicts employed the 1897 model, Winchester 1887 is more well known thanks to pop culture. Red Dead Online players can recreate Arnold Schwarzenegger from the epic sci-fi sequel by using the shotgun, which was famously used by the T-800 in the 1991 film Terminator 2: Judgment Day. The open-world epic Red Dead Redemption 2 makes an effort to meticulously stay true to the Wild West, which inevitably includes the game's sizable collection of weapons. As Arthur Morgan engages in gunfights across the frontier, each weapon appears and functions realistically to help players put themselves in his muddy boots. Each gun in RDR2 is based on a real-world firearm as well, giving the game a sense of recognizable history and tying it to popular culture. Each firearm in Red Dead Redemption 2 has a tale to tell, from the renowned Schofield revolver to the notorious Carcano rifle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and support my channel Lesser Than 3.